Before diving into part 3, where we will test complex queries, it is like the automation phase. I would like to say that we have 5 examples which are really cool, and you will understand now the power of custom functions. They are having complex queries inside. But you will see how easily you can solve a lot of your problems, daily problems, with just few clicks. And you'll also learn how to build something like this. So until then, let's just start with the first example, dataset health audit. I call this like that because it is a custom M function that actually will analyze any data set we have, and it will tell us what problems we have inside, and it will give us also like an action plan. It will suggest us some actions. So first of all, we need just to go in our folder with the Excel files. And we will take the Excel file UK and US format errors, and I will just load the sheet UK format and click transform, and then we will go in our list of queries and take and copy the query. So it is at example 16. So all you need to do is to select all this long query. So you'll copy it, and then we'll just make a blank new query and paste our script here in View Advanced Editor. Just like that, and click done. And we can name the function audit data. And now, before jumping in the function and applying it, we will look just a little bit at this table. So what we are going to do is we will analyze each column and see what kind of data we have inside, where we have errors. In the last column, in the notes, there are some descriptions of the problems that we have in this table. We can see that we have also some errors, and we have also dates, invalid date, text strings, and yeah, let's just see what this function will find. So we'll just click the table, UK format, and invoke. So in first column we have actually in each line we have our columns now from the UK format Excel. We have in the second column the data type, and then in the health column we have a ratio between empty cells and cells with values inside or text. So wherever it's 100%, it means that the whole column is full with data. And then we have an error count. So we see that we have 2 errors on amount column and 1 error on status. If we check status, we should have 1 error. If we go back here, so we can see the error, it's hashtag value. And also in this column, we will see if we have some spaces in our text, hidden spaces that we cannot see, or non-printable text, invisible, which is invisible also, and we will see the type mismatches. So we have also description, final status, broken, health, type mismatch, healthy, broken. So if we look on the first column, what it says broken, yeah, it shows us that we have errors And also here where it's broken, it shows that we have one error in this side. So it also gives us some actions here. And we can also get another example. Let's connect another Excel file where we have some um, hidden spaces inside the columns. So if we go back in Excel workbook and we take audit Excel file, open, and we take the sheet test to transform data. And let's just take the apply the function and see what we will get. So we have spaces issues first. So it tells us that the equipment column has five issues like spaces, hidden spaces, and for price 3 and for text 6. And then it tells us that also the type we have type mismatches, meaning that we have mixed that data inside. And yeah, we also get here a status and some actions to do. Now, if we look in the Excel file on this text column, if we add a column and we say extract length, we see that we have a lot of spaces before and after. So here it counts everything. So normally we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We should have 9 characters, but as you can see, we have a lot. So, for example, here in this column, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is okay, 6. So we have 6 cells with spaces. So let's just check the result. So it is 6. So basically here it tells us how many cells we have in the column text with spaces issues. So that's the real output. And this can be applied to any other Excel data that you have and you want to see what is the actual status, so you can apply this. And this was done also like as you can see as a custom function, so it is universal, you can use it anywhere. This was the first example. Now let's just jump for the second one. So my friends, this is a very cool example. With one click we will do the whole work in terms of transformation for our data set. So it will clean everything, it will format all our columns, it will promote, it will trim everything. Data will be also changed if we want. So if we want to choose US or European regional settings, we can do it very simple. So this is really cool. It will transform hours of our work in just few seconds. And we will have two examples. One will be with the M function, where we will invoke it and we will apply it to a whole table. And the second will be directly in a query. So we will just change the table instantly without calling the M function. So let's just dive in. So first of all, we need to go and connect to our Excel file. So we will take your US, UK and US Excel file. We will open it. The files both are having errors, so we will just fix it very easily. So we take first UK format, click transform, and let's see what we have. So in the UK format table, we have some errors also. In this column, we have a description of the whole table errors. We have text mixed with errors, with decimal numbers. We have dates with also text and so on. So let's just go back. We'll close this. You'll see that we'll get errors. And then we will connect to the second sheet US format from the same table, so we can see that we have errors. And now if we go back and do same thing, we take UK and US. And now we will just take the US file. The reason I'm taking two files, the one is in UK format and the other in US, I want to show you how we can fix, how we can choose the language settings and format our tables as we want, so they are different. So first thing, we need to go in our list of queries, and at the example 15, we will just copy the whole query until here. We will just copy it. And like usually, we will do a blank query so that we will have our advanced, our M function, custom function. Something happened. Control C, or let's take it again. Control C, and we'll overwrite this. Control V, click done. And now we have a new function. We can call this how we want. So let's say data preparation. And now in the first field, we will choose which table we want to apply our custom function. We'll take first UK format, and then since it comes from UK, we will choose the region English Great Britain here. And this third option, it's, as you can see here, rows to skip. So if we would have had 100 maybe, or maybe less empty lines before our table, we need just to specify here from where we want to start with analyzing of our data, because by default the custom function it takes the first 100 rows and decides which kind of data type we have in our table. So let's do this from the beginning. So we can format, we take English Great Britain, here we let empty, and we click invoke. So just with one click, we can see that all the errors have disappeared. Everything is clean, so we can just start and work in our Power BI dashboard. So this can be applied to any kind of Excel files you have that you are connected already. So you just need to copy that query and use it from now on. And let's do the same thing for, I'll delete this one now, for US format. So we do similarly, we take US format, we select the region, English US, and click invoke. And just like magic, everything is clean and prepared for work now. Let's try now. If you don't want to create every time to duplicate your original database, then you need to include, you need to call our custom function directly in the query of the table. So we will do this. So we go back again in our list of queries, and we scroll down, and we see here also at the 15 example, right? In the same sections, we see here second scenario. We copy only this query, Control C, and we go in each table we want, our original table. Let's go in UK format, and then I'm going to click on Advanced Editor. And what I'm going to do, I will just paste below everything. So I want to explain what we are going to do. So first thing, as you can see, keep your source, and second line which describe the item you pick from Excel book. So meaning that we need to keep the first line with the source, and then we have a second line where, as you can see, we have the item that we pick from our source. So in this case, is the UK format sheet. The rest we can just delete. And then we can also delete this. This was just an example, and what is important, the last line. So meaning that in this case, we are calling, we have this cleaner data variable, then we have the name of the function, which now is not like this. I just defined data preparation. So if I click down, we can see it here, data preparation. So we just double click, copy the description of the function. We go back in our initial table, and we just replace the name of this function with our defined function, and it will work. So now we have the previous variable called in the in this line code. So meaning that if you have something else here, you can just copy it and paste it here. You can choose manually now how you want, English, Great Britain, or whatever you have. You can. This is also the rows, how many rows you skip, and that's it. So if I click OK, it should work now. So the whole table will be instantly cleaned. So now, from now on, whenever I will go in my Excel file and add other lines, everything will be cleaned. So I will just need to work in my Power BI report. And this is all about this. The function also cleans, trims the text. So if you have spaces, it will search for that, it will clean it. So it does everything. If your table will not be like it is now in the right position, or if your table header will be somewhere here, it will just automatically identify it and bring it up. So it doesn't matter how many rows the header will be below. So this is all overall. I recommend you to use this query from now on, and you'll see how easy your work will just be. Okay, let's move for the next example. Okay, so before starting with the next example, we will do some update in our workflow. So we have finished the first example. We'll make it green. Second also we did. And now we are with the next example, the master data stylist, professional casing for Power Query. So let's just read a little bit about the capabilities of this M function of this query. Smart name formatting. Unlike standard tools, it handles complex names correctly, fixing MC Donald, O'Brien, and Smith Jones in one pass. Respects cultural nuance. It knows when to say lowercase, when to stay lowercase, Leonardo da Vinci example, and when to stay uppercase, USA, for example, free Roman, making your reports look hand edited, automatic cleanup. It acts as a data senator, instantly striping out hidden characters and fixing missing punctuation on titles like junior or PhD. Bulletproof reliability, built-in type guards mean that the code won't crash if it hits a blank cell or a number, it just keeps working. Professional polish, it moves the data from raw dirty to executive ready, ensuring your dashboards and mail merges look flawless and authoritative. Let's just do an example. So now we go in our files and we will pick up smart text correction file, and then we will go in our list of queries and we will take the query we need. It will process, take some time until we take the file. So we have here this sheet complex text, transform data, and let's see what we have. Okay, so here we have in column row inputs, we have a text, and in the logic column we have some explanations. And let's see how it will transform the whole text, our new query. So we go in our list of queries, we'll check for example 17. Let's just take the query. And as usually we make a blank query. We go in advanced editor and just overwrite our query. And I'll name this smart text. And now if we want to apply our custom function, we select the column where we have the text, and then we go in add column, invoke custom function, and as usually we select the custom function. Here we can select our column that we want to apply our custom function, and we can say we can let smart text the column name. Click OK, and now let's just compare. So as you can see, everything was corrected. It's written very nicely. So you can apply this custom function whenever you need. Just easily you did what I did, and everything will be just corrected to look, it will look nicer. Now that we finished with this, let's just make an update in our workflow. So we will make this green and we'll move for the next one. The data reader that things like human auto detect US versus UK. Okay, let's just jump in. Okay, friends, let's see what this data reader of M function will do. We will just read few lines. This function is like a smart filter for your dates. Here is exactly what it does for you. Double check everything. It reads each date using both UK and US rules. It stops Power Query from accidentally swapping months and days, like turning July 5th into May 7th. Labels them as, instead of just giving you a date, it adds a status label. If your file has mixed data, you'll see it immediately. For example, confirmed US or confirmed UK. Once you, for tricky days like 11/9/2026, which could be September or November, it labels them as ambiguous. This tells you exactly where you need to double check your data. Saves times. It does the work for 5 manual steps, splitting columns, fixing errors, and remaining mounts all in one single click. So for this we will go again in our list of queries. We take example 19 and we will paste the script in advanced editor. We go in transform data. We'll make a blank query as usually. Blank query, and now we can just paste our script. We can rename it date reader. and we need to upload our Excel file with some examples. And we look for date reader Excel file. Sheet 1 and transform data. And now we can, on the column input date, we have all our dates. Now we can invoke our custom function, and we'll go in add column, invoke custom function. And we can name this date. And we choose our custom function, date reader. Excuse me, and we choose the column input date. Click OK. And now if we put the columns one beside the other, we can see that 1st May is ambiguous because both UK and US are valid, 1st May and 5th January. UK is checked first. That's by default, so it is also mentioning ambiguous against UK. Then we have clearly 31 December. So month 31 is invalid for US, only UK parsing succeeds. Then we have 31 December. UK false, no 31st month, so US parsing succeeds. 1st January consistent. Here we don't have a date, check format. Here also check format. We have 13/13/2026. Obviously checking format, numbers null. 5th May consistent, both cultures result in the same date value. 2 January ambiguous goes to UK, and yeah, this is all. So this will read all the dates we have in our table. And this is all about this custom function. Now we can just make an update to our workflow. We'll make this green and we'll move forward with the last example, the magic date fixer M function. Let's see what this function will do. Okay, friends, the magic date fixer M function. This will fix our data, and let's see what it does. It has self-heals, automatically corrects mixed US UK date formats by flipping the day month logic if one format is impossible, cleans messy data, strips out extra text like that, handles various separators and trims spaces. Error proof, never crashes your data load. It returns a clean null for invalid or impossible dates like February 30. User friendly, provides a drop menu for user to select their preferred region, either is Europe or US format. Now, for this example, we need to get one Excel file. So we choose date fixer file, and then we will copy our script and we will make a custom function. Let's see the table. So in this column, we have the raw date. We have some dates in the target correction. we see what are the problems technically, and let's see how everything is fixed with this M function. We have here a description, first line of 15/01/2026, Great Britain, expected region should result in January 2026, should result in January 15, 2026, US format and test digits, year 20 and happens inside, and lots of things, but let's see how the function will work. And for that we go and copy our last example script, example 18. We make a blank query as usually, and we paste out the query inside the advanced editor, click done, and we have our custom function. I will name this date fixer, and we'll just test it now. And here we can write, let's say 6/5/2026, and we ask to be the date to be read as region Great Britain, so European regional settings, and it should be May, right? 6 May. Let's see. 6 May, that's correct. And if we do same thing, and we say now to read this as an US format, it will be July, right? June, 6 June, which is correct, because the initial one was May, right? Okay, so it means that the function works. And now we will apply it to our column row date. We will add column, invoke custom function, and we will say date fixer. And we want this to be, we'll add our query, and we want this to be US, for example, right? Let's see what it does. So you notice that here we have some records. In each cell we have full date and description, and if you want to expand the columns, we will get also the description of the date, like mount description. So you can see that everything was clean, nicely clean. So it works. Let's say that we want to do the same thing, but now we want UK format, right? We do similar steps, and we want UK. Or at least here. And we have it. So I think it's pretty impressive, right? So this is with this actual data fixer. If you want specific regional settings to be applied to your data and your data to be corrected, then you can use this function very easily. Now, of course, let's make just an update first in our workflow. So, my friends, with this we have finished the last example, and now we'll do some practical things. I usually go in Google and then I click on AI mode. And when I'm here, I can ask AI to build any M function I want. So, for example, I can say make a M function that will upper case my balance table content. Or let's say only the headers, right? So make an M function that will uppercase my table. And he's going to make something, and I will say he's giving me maybe 2 steps, but I'll say make everything in 1 step. M function. Okay, so now I can copy this query, and if I go in my Power BI, I can just make a blank query and paste that script inside. And let's see what we get. So it asks me now a table. I will choose date fixer and I will say invoke. And as you can see, all my text now was uppercase with capitals. So this is just the way I build everything. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You can copy even your actual query, paste it here and say improve it, make it better, add something, this and that. And it will make it for you. And whenever you'll copy it from here and you'll paste it in your Power BI, Power Query Editor, you'll get sometimes some errors. You'll need only to copy that error and you come back here in the IE mode and say, I got this error, please fix it. And it will make it for you. So you'll have to taste it whenever will be the case until it gets as you want. And yeah, this is it overall. So just like that, very simple. You can do almost anything you want. I mean, there are no limits. So whatever you need, you can ask IE to build it. If you don't like this Google IE, you can try Copilot. So if you write Copilot for Power BI, the online version, this is the online version. You can say same thing. Build me some. Oh, just a moment. It's trying to verify if I'm a robot or not, or something like that. The idea is that you can use it, but it is good, but to me, it looks like more efficient the Google IE. So you can ask whatever you want, explain function, and in Power Query, or you can ask to build your NEM function or query. So you can see how easily it works. And it's up to you how you like. You can use this one or you can use Google IE. So my friends, this was all. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. That will be very helpful. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I wish you all the best. Goodbye, see you next time.